Let's kick it off. Here we go. In 3.
This is the College Gamers Podcast.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the College Gamers Podcast. My name is Mike. I am joined every week by my good friend Taft. Hello, Taft.
Hey, Mike. What's up?
Nothing much, man. School started.
It did. That is a thing that happened.
How was your first half week of school?
Well, I'm already ready for spring break.
Okay.
And I think I've made a horrible mistake in the classes that I scheduled together. I feel like by the end of this semester, probably even by midterms, I'm going to question my own existence.
Why? Wait.
Because I'm taking a philosophy class, which already, like, first day of class, she was like, well, what's the meaning of life?
Oh, God.
What makes a person truly happy?
Jeez, dropping the big bombs early.
What is a soul? Like, questions like that. And then yesterday, the question was, we talked about Plato's cave or Socrates' cave or whoever it was.
Yeah.
And it's like, how do we know that? How do we know something's real, or are we just taught that it's real?
Wow. Okay. You're answering the important questions.
Exactly.
Jeez, you're gonna.
And that's one class. The other class I have is a cyborg anthropology class, which is really interesting. But
wait. Explain cyborg anthropology.
Cyborg anthropology.
What is cyborg
Anthropology of what makes something a cyborg.
Interesting.
Yeah. But or it's like cyborg culture. Like technically, you and I are cyborgs.
Why is that?
Because we both wear glasses.
Oh, because they're artificial enhancements.
Yes
No?
and no, but there's like shoes make somebody a cyborg.
That's really
Like debatable. It gets really weird, really in depth. Like by the end of it, I don't know what life's gonna be.
interesting. That's really cool.
And we had a debate on whether when I walk into a room whether the chair tells me to sit down, or whether the culture that I was raised in tells me to sit down in the chair. We also had a debate on whether or not machines should be counted as living things or not. This is the very first day.
Jeez. Okay.
It's 4,909.
So you're telling me by the end of this class, you're just going to question existence?
Yeah. In my class, I have 3 grad students.
Oh, God.
So it's going to be a tough class.
Interesting. You have fun at that, Taft.
Yeah, I'm going to try.
You're going to come in by the end of this semester. You're going to be wearing like all black. You're going to be like, what's the point of recording, man?
just I'm not going to know what existence is.
You're not. You're going to, or you'll know.
I'll reach a new level of nirvana.
Yes. You'll either become hopelessly depressed or like evolve beyond your physical form.
Exactly.
And become knower of all space.
One day I'm just going to like float in here.
Taft, you roll and record? It does not matter. I have transmitted the information to all human beings on the planet.
I am far past recording, Mike.
Okay, well, you all want to jump into the news this week? Because, dude, holy cow.
Like, if last week was like the news drought, because we didn't really have anything last week for games-wise, this week was like a flood of it. Just games and games and games.
Yes.
All for the Nintendo Switch, though.
Oh, it was all Switch, all
it was
week.
Glorious.
All right, well, let's just do it.
And now for the news.
All right, well, let's start off with probably the biggest news this week is that the Nintendo Switch has finally got a release date. It'll be released. It'll be launched on March 3rd with a price point of $300. And a little later we can get into what games will be coming with it and like this paid online subscription service that everyone's talking about. But for now, let's just kind of talk about this price point, Taft. Honestly, it's higher than what you and I expected, right? Because we were guessing $250.
No, we were guessing $250 to $300. So we were right in that ball. I think you said $250, and I believe I said $300.
I gotcha. Because we wanted, like in the past, we saw that Nintendo usually is a little bit below Sony and Xbox.
I mean, this is significantly cheaper than when the Xbox came out.
That's true.
Significantly. So I'm happy with the price point that's at.
Yeah. Dude, what did the Wii U come out at?
Great question. I can look that up real quick while you continue on talking.
I gotcha. Well, it will be launched with a plethora of games, I'm assuming. In the past, we've had Mario launches because usually companies will release games with the new console to help push sales. But looking at what comes with 300.
Yeah, the Wii U originally was released for 200 or 300. So like $299.99, but you could get the deluxe for $350.
Oh, nice.
So
okay. So by the looks of it, what happens is you buy this box. It contains your Nintendo Switch. It looks like it has a Switch console, a docking station, a left and right. They're called Joy-Con. A Joy-Con.
Yeah.
Those are what they're calling them now. A Joy-Con grip. So when it's an actual controller, when you're sitting down, it comes with an AC adapter, an HDMI cable, which is nice. So it does use HDMI.
Yeah.
Nice.
Which is what I think we said it was going to use. Like,
yeah.
That's what everything uses nowadays, so it'd be stupid not to.
There's no room on this thing for that like red, yellow, white.
That was a big cord too.
Oh yeah. Also Joy-Con straps. So, kind of like what the Wii used with the voice, not the voice, but the hand things.
Do we know if this is going to be motion controlled or not?
Yes. We do.
I thought I saw something about that, but I wasn't positive.
We do know that they have accelerometers in the controllers.
Okay, yeah.
That's what I've heard. Which is actually really interesting, Taff, because when I heard that, my first thought is this has a lot more VR competition because you already have the controllers. If they have accelerometers in the controllers and it can kind of like know where your hands are.
That's a really good point.
Yeah. The only issue is if it doesn't know where your hands are initially, then they can find ways around that.
Yeah.
But all you need is a VR headset, and you already have motion control things. You know.
So all you need is the headset.
Yeah. So let's talk about battery life. They kind of gave us a window on the battery life. It kind of ranges from 2.5 hours to 6 hours, depending on the game. So if you're playing like a huge, probably really graphically intense game, you're looking at 2.5 hours of gameplay.
So something like Skyrim, I guess.
Well, that's what I would think, but also Skyrim's a 11-year-old game.
But it'll be the remastered version.
Oh, it is? Oh, wait, do we know that? We know that for sure?
If it comes out, yeah.
If it comes out, it's not going to play the 2011, but
I doubt it.
Oh, okay. All right, I didn't know for sure yet. But so they're estimating that Breath of the Wild will give you 3 hours of gameplay. But when you look at that, the graphics they're decent. But there are certain kind of art style, so they're not like super realism. But yeah, and the display is 6.2 inches, but I believe we knew that already. It also has multi-touch capabilities.
So it's a little touchscreen?
Yeah, it's kind of like an iPad, I guess.
That would make sense.
An iPad with a lot more horsepower.
Yeah.
I like that. So let's move on to just so everyone knows, this episode
is nothing but Switch.
It will be Switch for the first half, and then
and then we switch off the Switch,
exactly,
and then go right back to it.
exactly. So what games are coming out with the Switch, Daph?
So we finally have a release date for Zelda, Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild, which I'm super excited about. I had a friend who went and got the last pre-order at the GameStop by our house. So he literally found out that they only had I think he called and they said they had one pre-order left. He said he was driving 80 down O'Neill.
Oh, okay.
That's a 45 miles per hour speed limit, people. So he was hauling.
Competition.
But so now we know that both the game and the console will both be released on March 3rd. That is confirmed. That is a matter of fact. So, which is good because that's what we were assuming, considering we talked about how the Amiibo and stuff was coming out. We're like, it's got to be early March, and
yeah, looks like we were right.
So that's super awesome, and I'm super excited about it, and cannot wait because this game looks absolutely amazing. But yeah, so I mean, that's really we've talked about. I feel like we've talked about the Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild under the table.
Yes.
So
but
there are plenty of other games coming out for Nintendo, unless there was something else you wanted to talk about with.
No, I think we've beat.
Yeah, like I said, I feel like at this point we're beating a dead horse.
Exactly.
I really want to talk about this game, but there's so many other things we have to talk about.
I got you. Well, actually, before we move on, I have a question for you.
Okay.
With the price point of $300, are you still looking at buying one?
Yeah, definitely.
You're still definitely.
Definitely.
Have you pre-ordered it yet? Did you?
I have not.
You have not?
I have not. I probably am not going to pre-order it.
No.
Nah.
Why is that?
I just need because I might at the time not have the finances for it when it does finally come out and stuff. I just don't
that
wanna...
college life. That's why.
Exactly.
Okay. Let's move on. I'm really interested to see what else is going to come out with this.
Okay, so we at the same time we also had a group of, I didn't count how many there are, but a bunch of games that are coming out with Nintendo Switch. So on the launch date of March 3rd.
Oh my God. I just saw this. I'm sorry. Continue.
Yeah. So it's on March 3rd we get 5 games that come out with it. One of them's called 1-2 Switch. We get Just Dance 2017, of course. So obviously they have the motion controls because you Just Dance, you have to have the motion control. Yeah. Obviously Legend of Zelda, Skylanders, Imaginators, and then Super Bomberman R.
Super Bomberman. I played that.
Yeah, it sounds very familiar. I can't put in like a.
I can't either.
I can't like bring a picture to head, but
yeah.
So then in March, early spring kind of time, we get ARMS. Never heard of it. Has been Heroes, which just sounds fun.
It does sound fun.
I really want to be like just a bunch of old superheroes
or misfits, you know.
Exactly, yeah. I Am Setsuna. Never heard of it. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I have no clue what that would be.
I think what it is that they're not getting a brand new Mario Kart for the
I was
Switch.
joking around saying like I don't know what Mario Kart is.
Sorry, never mind.
I know.
Sorry, I missed that sarcasm then.
Puyo Tetris? What? Some form of Tetris?
Puyo. Okay, all right. So Tetris.
And then Snipper Clips. Cut it out together.
That sounds
no
like fun.
clue what that is. In the summer we're getting Rhyme. We talked about that one last week.
We did.
That one's coming to the Switch, and we're also getting Splatoon 2,
which is a big deal because that thing's huge.
Yeah, like that's gonna be huge. But so that's the only games that we have that we know like the general time frame that they're gonna be released. But games that are to be announced, there's a whole bunch of them. I'm just gonna hit like the big ones. Like Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2.
Okay.
That's coming out in 2017. FIFA will be coming out in 2017. Fire Emerald Warriors, because that's a huge Nintendo title.
Fire Emblem Warriors. Yeah, I've heard a lot of talk about that.
So that has not yet to be announced when it's coming out, but Minecraft is coming out on it.
I think that's
in 2017.
That's a given.
That's a big thing. But also Minecraft Story Mode, which is yet to be announced. Rayman Legends. NBA 2K. On here it has Skyrim Imaginators to be announced, but it was already announced. I don't know why it's on the list twice.
Skylanders Imaginators?
We talked like this.
I don't follow Skyrim. I mean,
it says that it's getting released on March 3rd, but I don't know why it's saying it on the to be announced list as well.
I gotcha.
Sonic Mania.
Okay.
Steep. Street Fighter 2. The Xenoblade Chronicles 2.
Okay.
And the new Super Mario game.
What's the new Super Mario game?
Super Mario Odyssey. That is on my list. We'll talk about that later in the show.
I'm excited.
So stay tuned. And then finally, actually not finally, also Sonic Mania.
Okay.
Because I love me some Sonic.
When was the last time we got a new Sonic game?
It's been a while.
Yeah.
It's been a while. But to finish this all off, top it off real quick.
All right.
Skyrim
it
has been confirmed to be coming to the Nintendo Switch. In fact, during the like release party kind of thing, like the announcement party, or whatever it was a couple nights ago, Todd Howard had recorded a video talking about how much he was super excited for Skyrim to be going to this, and how much he loves making games and wants to get it to as many consoles and people as possible.
That's so amazing.
So you will be able to play Skyrim on the go.
I'm so excited for this.
Skyrim on your plane.
Like, this is going to be great because I have some decent chunks of time on campus where I'm not doing anything.
Exactly, yeah.
This is going to like hurt my grades.
Yeah. So, for Christmas, my parents got me a big old, like, basically it's like a giant car battery that you can charge like a whole bunch of different things on.
Yeah.
So, like, if I ever go camping, I'm still going to have my Nintendo.
Nice. Okay, of all of these, list your top 3.
My top 3
that you're excited for.
Breath of the Wind is number 1.
Okay, you know what? To make things interesting, don't pick that one.
Okay.
Obviously, you and I are both excited for that.
Obviously. Okay, so
Should we also count out Skyrim?
we definitely should count out Skyrim. 'cause
Okay,
that's
so
gonna be number
excluding
2.
those two because they're the kind of
Okay,
obvious
so
ones.
Super Mario Odyssey, Sonic Mania. I'm excited to see what they do with the new Sonic, and probably Rhyme.
Rhyme. It did look really gorgeous.
Yeah, Rhyme.
I'm excited for
Or
that.
and then Mario Kart would be like tied for third.
Mm.
I'm super excited for Mario Kart. I love Mario Kart.
Okay. Those are some good choices. Hold up. Steep is coming to this?
Yeah.
Did I miss that?
Yes, you did because I said that. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you said it too, but it's just kind of hitting me. That's going to be interesting. Do I have to like flip my controller to do a flip in the air?
That'd be cool.
That would be cool. Like I can control it with the little, cause like they're like board sized, right? Or it's skis. You can use 2 of them. That sounds like fun. The ones I'm most excited for would have to be, oh gosh, Splatoon 2, because Splatoon. I haven't played Splatoon, but it looks like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Snipper clips, cut it out together. That looks like fun. Though this sounds like fun. I've never heard of it,
I'm about to say I've never heard of it. So.
but it kind of sounds like fun. Also, Has Been Heroes,
yeah.
because just judging by their titles, those
Exactly,
all kind of sound like fun. All right, Tap. I'm really interested. What is this online service?
So sadly, you know how like you could do Nintendo with the Wii U, you had some online capability, like you could play online for Smash Bros and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it was free.
Okay.
You just had to have an internet connection. Unfortunately, now Nintendo is switching to the paid online service, online subscription service.
All right.
They have jumped in on that bandwagon. It's basically just like your Xbox Live kind of thing, except for it's with Nintendo. You actually get a free trial right when you get it, like right at the very beginning when the console launches, and basically when you first sign up for the service. And so it's just the thing that you would expect. It's exactly it's online, and it really sucks because I was really hoping they weren't going to do that.
Yeah, but okay, at this point, do you think it's fair to say that this is a given?
Yeah, like it's not. I'm not surprised.
Mhm.
I'm upset, but I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
Because everybody else has done it. The only people who don't do it is Steam.
Yeah.
So,
But Steam has a lot of, they self-host, or like a lot of people pay to host
exactly,
games.
yeah. But along with this, you'll also be able to get a smartphone application
Yeah.
for it.
Oh, wait, really? Do you
Yeah.
like check with your friends and stuff?
Exactly.
On your phone?
Along with that, that'll be coming in the summer of 2017, so a little bit after the console releases. You can connect to what it says in the article is you can connect to online services or to the online service. Then you will be able to invite friends to play. You'll be able to schedule gaming sessions. Be like, hey, I'm free at this time. Are you free at this time? Kind of like.
I think of a lot of games. I want that.
Yeah, I know, right? And then you can chat with friends through the app as well.
Okay.
So any friends you make on online, you can, instead of having to get their phone number or something like that, you just use the app. But also, the thing that I think really kind of makes this really nice is that subscribers will get access to a free game each month.
Oh. I like that.
I mean, they do that with Xbox Live and PlayStation Plus. They do that. But with this, there's a lot less games to choose from.
This is true. Do you think, though, it's going to be just for this month? So, like, okay, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is free this month. Do you play it this month, and then next month you have to pay for it? Or do you think it's going to be, here's a free game?
I think it'll be a free download kind of thing.
Okay.
I hope so, because that's what the other ones do, and that would be really stupid of them not to follow that one.
Okay.
I get that they're new, but if they're going to start that one right off the bat, then they should be aware of that.
Do you think it's going to be a kind of redeveloped a game for this?
I doubt it. I really don't think so.
Okay.
No, I think that they're going to give you some of the smaller titles, the ones that aren't selling well.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think that they're going to go ahead and keep the like games that have been released. Like there's not going to be like a small indie game that was made solely to give away for free.
Oh no, I don't think that Breath of the Wild will be free anytime soon.
God, no.
No, but
I don't think that'll ever be one of the free ones.
No.
But like I could see like Sonic Mania or Rayman Legends being a free one.
Exactly. And this will also be good. I can see this being good for indie developers.
Yeah.
because it's a good way to push their game to people. People will learn their name, and the next releases will be helped by this.
Exactly. So, I mean, that's what happens with a lot of times, or not a lot of times.
Rocket League. Rocket League is a good example of this because Rocket League was free on PlayStation Plus. People.
Was it?
Yeah.
Okay.
And I think PlayStation Plus was a big reason why Rocket League kind of exploded.
I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
We'll see where it goes, though. I'm excited to see what happens. I'm upset that we have to pay for it, but I'm gonna pay for it.
But I think it was kind of a given that this would happen. I think if a free online all the time model was possible, I think that we would see a Sony or Xbox try it.
It is possible. We've seen it,
Yeah.
but
Well, we saw it in the early days when I think the consoles were still they weren't as big as they were now.
they aren't as big as they are now, and so people got that. Like, it's like they gave us a taste of it when it was free, and now
Yeah.
that we're like hooked on it, they're like, now pay for it.
I gotcha. But
It's like a drug dealer giving you a little bit of crack the first time. He gives he's like $5 for like 20 pounds.
oh gosh.
So you get hooked on it, and then you're like, okay, $100,000 for like a quarter.
Oh, I see. Well, I'll be honest, I have no experience with drug
Me
dealers.
neither. I really doubt that that's how that goes down.
You watched enough Breaking Bad to know.
I couldn't even watch the entire thing. I wasn't crazy on Breaking
got
Bad.
you.
Unfortunately, back to Nintendo. Unfortunately, they haven't told us how much it'll cost though.
I got you.
If they keep it low cost, it's fine.
How much is Xbox Live?
$10 a month.
$10. How much? Do you know how much PlayStation?
$10 a month, I believe.
You think they're both 10?
Yeah, I think they're right around the same price.
I gotcha. I can. Yeah, maybe it'll be 10. Who knows?
I would like to see it cheaper.
Really?
Yeah, especially because there's not as many games to play online.
This is true. You can't team up with 4 of your buddies on Breath of the Wild that we know of.
That's true. I mean, but the one thing Switch has going for it is that it has local co-op,
That's true.
which none of the other ones have currently. Really.
Which, dude, oh my gosh, LSU is going to be Switch crazy.
oh, it's gonna be bad.
Everyone's going to be in the Union playing Switches together.
It's gonna be great.
It's going to be amazing.
It's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be a beautiful moment in human history.
Pokemon Go all over again.
Oh Jesus.
All right, Taft. Well, let's just get the sad news out the way. And honestly, I was
blindsided by this.
bamboozled. I have no idea what just happened. But Platinum Games released a statement this week saying that Scalebound has been canceled.
Like, I was looking so forward to this game.
A lot of people were, and it was going to be released this year.
Yeah,
and
like, what happened?
It like from what we saw stuff at E3. I think 2 years in a row,
Yeah.
right? Like even like past PlayStation's event, we saw this.
no, at Xbox.
No, Xbox,
because
sorry.
it's an Xbox exclusive.
But it just looked done, or it looked close to done.
Yeah.
And I don't understand why it was being canceled, other than because it was so close to being done. I don't think it was an internal development thing or like conflict of like what direction they should think the game should go in,
Yeah.
because it was already like we already saw the core concepts of the game there. All the characters, like the kind of main idea of the game, were there. So I don't think it was a development direction. Like I don't think 2 lead developers were having an argument. They couldn't make it work, so they quit, kind of thing.
Yeah.
I have no idea, and they're not explaining it, which is mysterious.
That's true.
Because we would hear, I think in the next week, I bet we hear a rumor of why it got canceled.
I hope so.
Some internal leak or something, hopefully, because this is a mystery. I have no idea. And like the chief executive of the studio said they're very disappointed things ended up this way, especially since we know how many of our fans were looking forward to this game as much as we were. And oh my gosh, according to Inside or according to I think Eurogamer said that they stopped working on this game before 2016 ended.
Yeah.
Which it's a small detail, but it shows
that's only like 2 weeks ago.
exactly. But it's crazy because the game got delayed once. It was originally supposed to it was originally supposed to launch in the holiday of 2016, but then they delayed it into the 2017 year, and which is just confusing. I mean, one delay doesn't mean anything, right?
Yeah.
We see games get delayed all the time.
In fact, I would say majority of games get delayed at least once.
I think it's a standard thing.
Yeah.
Nowadays. That isn't. There's not like some secret meaning behind that.
No.
It just shows that, especially for 2017, like 3 or 4 years of development were just wasted. And I think I have one like maybe cause for this.
Okay.
Maybe they were getting close to finishing it. They started playing it, and maybe at some point something clicked, and maybe they realized they took a wrong turn early on.
Yeah.
And the game wasn't fun. Maybe they found the game was too grindy. Maybe they had an issue with it and decided that they didn't like it.
That's completely possible.
Which I think it's better to cancel it and like save your reputation of releasing this hyped game. Because Tap, if you knew the game was going to go the opposite of everyone's expectations, would you still release the game even
No.
after 4 or 5 years of development?
God, no.
Yeah. So
Especially not after what happened with No Man's Sky.
oh yeah, and like Blizzard has done the same thing with Project Titan. They developed the game for 5 years, canceled it, and good things came from it. Overwatch came from that.
Exactly.
So hopefully Platinum Games comes out stronger because of this. They learned a lesson somewhere in the development process, and we get an awesome game. To be honest, the concept was really cool. Like these large scale fights, large scale dragons. It was really cool. Personally, it was too anime for me, you know?
Yeah, it was pretty anime, but it's the fact that it was a dragon that I got to like customize.
That would have been cool.
Yeah.
So obviously the game was fleshed out, and I have no idea why they would have canceled this game, but I don't think anyone does, and hopefully within a week or two we maybe get a peek inside what happened. Alright, let's move on to more Skyrim news. According to Bethesda, Skyrim Remaster was a one-off for the Elder Scrolls series, which is incredibly disappointing.
So
sad.
by
But
that, do you mean like they're not going to make like an Oblivion remastered?
yes.
Or, okay.
I think what they were saying is that when the reason why they made this Skyrim remake is, according to them, they were prepping the from what I understand, they were doing some it sounded like internal testing to see if how a game engine would work on the newer consoles in preparation for Fallout 4. And I'm kind of confused by their reasoning here. They said that like, okay, we're going to try moving Skyrim to a new console, see how it runs. It sounded like, cuz like I remember Taff a few months ago, maybe it was a year ago, I don't know. But we talked about how, as an experiment, Skyrim was moved to the Xbox One, but never was released.
Yes.
And this is what they were talking about. That was in preparation for Fallout 4 on the new consoles.
God, that was a year ago.
Was that a year ago?
That was, yeah, because I mean, Skyrim Remastered was announced a while back.
Mm-hmm.
God.
Yeah. But they said another reason why they don't want to put the reason why they don't want to do it is because, first, it takes a lot of effort, takes a lot of manpower, takes a lot of time, especially for these older games. Like, you gotta go back, you gotta touch up the art, make sure all the mechanics work.
I mean, if I'm being completely honest, I would have rather them have released a new Elder Scrolls game, or at least announced one, than released. As much as I love Skyrim Remastered, great, love it. Skyrim's freaking amazing, and I'm not upset that they released this at all.
No.
Don't get me wrong, but I would have rather that manpower been put to work on a new Elder Scrolls game.
I can see that. But I think all their Elder Scrolls developers right now are at Tamriel Online.
And I don't give a shit about that.
Yeah.
Like, nobody gives a shit about that.
Now, I haven't played it. I think
I've heard nothing but bad things about it.
Really, I think they're trying to save it, or I don't know what's going on over there. It was a worthy try, trying to get into an MMO.
Yeah, like, and apparently a lot of people play it, and a lot of people enjoy it.
Yeah,
but like the majority of people I've talked to about it think it's stupid.
Well, I think
it's just not worth it.
The things that make Elder Scrolls really amazing is we have that choice of direction of how we want to take our characters. By moving it to an MMO,
you don't have that same choice.
Yeah, you cut down a lot of those choices. Your player just can't do anything,
Yeah.
And I think that's some flaws. But I think one thing they should do is, I'm going back to Blizzard here. Blizzard has a legacy team. They have a team dedicated to working with the older games and keeping them working on today's current operating systems. Because their very first game isn't going to run on Windows 10 unless they touch it up a little bit. I think Bethesda could easily do something where they get a small team together and put them on you guys. It's going to take a long time. We know it, but take our older games and like touch them up, make them work on new consoles. Basically, they have a remaster task force, which is an awesome name. And what they do is their sole job is between the big Fallout releases, the big other like main releases of Bethesda, they can just sit there and grind out, like trickle out these remasters for their older games. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, it would be hard. It would be hard, maybe time consuming, but they're a smaller team and that's just like their one thing is to do remasters.
Yeah.
You know?
That's
I think
cool.
that's a fix for it. But yeah, you know, I'm kind of disappointed we're not going to see these older games remastered.
I would really like I never played Morrowind, so I'd like to see like a Morrowind remastered. I mean, I have played, I have Oblivion, but I would love to see a new re-upped on the graphics Oblivion, because Oblivion was like, Cyrodiil was gorgeous.
I would like to see a, instead of remastering them all, remaster them, put them in one big game.
One giant map.
And give us that. All right, moving on. Let's move on to Mario.
Okay, so along with the announcements and stuff like that, we also got the announcement for a new Mario game called Super Mario Odyssey, and it looks awesome. It has an open world sandbox, very similar to how Super Mario 64 and Super Mario Sunshine had. Mostly Super Mario 64 because that was the more open one.
Okay.
But it also, the best thing about this is that they're saying that they're going more, like they're taking the direction more to the core side. So versus like, currently Mike is watching the one of the videos on the article. Go down to the second video, Mike.
Go down to this. Does it get better than this one?
That one's just like them like reading the news off on it. The second one is the actual like release video.
All right, keep going.
But yeah. So they announced it and everything. It's going back to the core side,
which I like.
So instead of being more like Super Mario Galaxy and that little series, which was more made to reach a broader audience, they're going back to the style that they used in Super Mario 64 and Super Mario Sunshine, aimed at the people who like the core crowd, the core gamers, the people who really enjoy Mario.
Yeah.
Which is going to be great. So, it looks really good. Like, honestly, like
this looks like so much fun.
You go, like, one of the worlds looks like a New York, basically. Like, there's even, like, actual, like, regular-looking people walking around.
I love that contrast.
Yeah.
Of Mario and versus the real, like, they're more realistic people.
Exactly. Like, in the video, there's a little scene where Mario's sitting there doing jump rope with people.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, it's adorable.
And they also have something that looks like a giant, like, indoor world, basically.
Holy cow.
Yeah, this game just looks awesome. It looks very gorgeous, and it's going to be really fun. I think this one has a lot to do with hats.
What do you mean by hats?
You haven't gotten to that point in the video yet. Okay. But I think it has a lot to do with Mario's hats, or just hats in general, because, like, Bowser in this one looks dapper as motherfucker. He's wearing, like, a white suit with a top hat.
Hold up. Where is...
You just skipped it.
Oh, I skipped it? God. All right, where is it? So, do you think...
Right. You see it?
I just saw it. All right, where's the handsome Bowser?
So, yeah, he looks dapper as crap. He's got, like, a white hat with a... Oh, he's got, like, white top hat that's got, like, spikes on it. Like, you know how, like, on a top hat, it has, like, the ribbon right around the brim?
Yeah.
It's got spikes and shit on it.
Holy cow. It's Pimp Bowser.
It's straight up Pimp Bowser, son.
It's Pimp Bowser. Look at that.
And so that's going to be really cool. But he throws his hat, and a big thing that Mario can do in this one is he can throw his hat. Like, as an attack, or you can use it as a platform to get to other places.
Interesting.
And then at the end of this video, it's like Mario sitting there like, "It's me, I'm Mario." Like, "Hey, what's up?" And he throws his hat and comes back to him. He puts it on and like wiggles it around, and it blacks out for a second, and then shows something else. Okay. Like, shows Bowser, and then it comes back to Mario, and his hat like wiggles for a second. And you're like, "What the shit?" And all of a sudden, two eyes pop up on the hat, like the hat's alive.
Interesting.
So I think that this is gonna have something like I think that there's gonna have something to do with hats.
You think? Okay.
And the symbol for it is like it says Super Mario. The O in the Mario is a planet Earth.
Yeah.
And then like there's a hat going by it.
Oh,
it's
and
got
that's
eyes.
interesting. Okay. Let's discuss this for a little bit. Let's
Okay.
talk. Do you think we're gonna have hat powers?
What do you mean?
Well, like, all right. Do
Like
you
how
think?
like the wing cap and stuff like that?
Yeah, we're gonna have like different worlds we need to go to. Like we saw Forest World, we saw this weird cartoony world, we saw a
Yeah.
desert world. Do you think each world will give us a special hat? That no.
That's never been a thing for Mario.
Okay, maybe it's more Zelda.
Yeah. Like yeah, Zelda usually gives like they'll give you something to help you out with the next dungeon.
Yeah.
But Mario's never really been like that. Mario just has like his very typical stuff and just kind of keeps to himself.
Okay. My hat.
Exactly.
This looks like so much. Okay. Taft, give me a reason to leave the city because Mario's going full Spider-Man.
Straight up, dude. Like swinging on like the light poles, jumping off cars, like double like wall jumping off buildings.
Yeah, it's like the climb up 2 buildings. I'm never going to leave this. This looks amazing.
I know it's gonna be. You get to jump rope with people.
That's super cool. I mentioned this earlier, but I love that contrast between Mario.
It's really weird. It kind of just shows that Mario's a freaking freak. Like,
Okay. Do you think the real story of Mario is that he's like a side effect of military experiments somewhere off Italy?
doubt it.
No. Okay.
Doubt it.
Just want to throw it out there.
No, we'll see.
Conspiracy theorists, do
We'll
your
see.
work.
It looks like he's going from different planets, so it might be saying like Mario's from a different planet.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Mario from another world. I like how if you look at the city, the crosswalk signs, they are question marks and they're the boxes you can hit.
Nice. I didn't notice that.
The crosswalk side, that's so amazing. This is like so much fun.
This could be fun. Yeah.
Again,
It's a
Nintendo.
good classic Mario game. Like me and my friend Corey were sitting there talking the other day about this right before the announcement for all this, and he was like, "Yeah, we're getting an announcement for a new Mario game." I was like, "Oh, really? What kind do you think it's gonna be? Do you think it's gonna be a platform or like a Super Mario 64?" And he's like, "I would love to see a Super Mario 64 style, but we're probably gonna get a normal platform, kind of like Mario Maker or something like that. Just keep to the general stuff. That's what's been pretty popular for them recently."
Yeah.
And then lo and behold, we get the Super Mario 64 style, which is going to be awesome. I've been missing one of these, and it's going to be great. I would love to see them, though, remake, like, speaking of remakes, kind of mixed with the Skyrim, I would love to see them remake the Super Mario Sunshine.
Sunshine was a good game.
I love that one.
It was a good game. Back to this hat theme. The ship he's flying around in is a top hat.
It does look like one, yeah.
It's a top hat, and there's a globe on it, which makes me think he's traveling around the world.
Maybe.
I can see that. You're going to use the globe to like select a desert region or a forest region.
Yeah, because all the ones that we've seen aren't necessarily new worlds. They could be totally just like a rainforest, a desert, an urban city,
Yeah.
underwater, Stuff
Yeah.
like that. So.
I'm liking this. I want to know where the heck this Candyland is.
Yeah, I forgot about that one. That one might be.
That looks like a desert of some kind, but they're like giant pieces of food. The rainforest looks pretty dope.
It does, yeah.
All right, and Pimp
freaking
Bowser.
Pimp Bowser.
Exactly. Pimp Bowser. I think Pimp Bowser's our show title.
Yep, definitely.
Definitely. That's so cool. All right, Taff, let's move on. Last piece of news. Let us end today on I don't even know what type of note this is. It's a really funny note. Someone got salty as shit in a Heroes game. All right, a man named Michael Briggs is currently suing Blizzard Entertainment for a pay-to-win policy. His basis for the lawsuit is, quote, Blizzard blazingly operate a pay-to-win policy in order to guarantee a win in Heroes of the Storm. Going on to state, for a competitive title, this is wholly inappropriate and encourages players who might necessarily have financial security to pay in more. And, you're probably thinking, oh, well, like, you can pay for Heroes. You know, but like, is there really any pay the win kind of stuff going on? No. Taft, this takes a complete twist. I think, according to what he said, I think he's talking about an actual map in Heroes of the Storm.
What?
If you're not familiar, there's a map called Blackheart's Bay where players collect coins, gold coins, to give to Blackheart, and then he then shoots the enemy team's keeps, towers, their structures. Because he goes on to say it's not just the fact you have to pay coins, but in fact the game directly encourage you to do so. Skill goes out the window in favor of paying in. Anyone who pays in less loses the match. It's just ridiculous.
You're not paying actual money, are you? It's not
No.
real money. It's just something you
Blizzard gets nothing from this. There is
What?
nothing made. I don't know what he's
What?
This man is salty AF. So much salt.
Salt.exe, son. Like, oh my god.
What? I'm so confused. So yeah, I think he's
Doesn't make any sense. Like, I can't wrap my head around this.
No, he's actually suing Blizzard for a complete refund of all of his purchases and unlimited damages for stress and undue suffering as a result of continued losses. Taft.
I don't even know. Like,
This isn't going anywhere. This is gonna get thrown out.
oh, it better.
That's obvious.
It really better.
I will personally saw California off the side of except for Blizzard. I'll save that little town, but I'm just gonna push them off to the ocean. But this is insane, and I think Mr. Briggs here lost one too many games, snapped at 1 a.m. and filed a lawsuit. Like, what is there a lawyer? What lawyer would take this case?
I don't know.
This
Like,
is-
I don't know.
So yes, Taft. Leaving you on a confusing note today.
Yeah.
We will follow up with this.
Like, I can't wrap my head around this.
No, this is insane. This is
Dude
hilarious.
is crazy.
Yeah. All right, let's move on to. I got a game for you today, Taft.
Oh, geez.
Put your quarter up. Help, it's happening.
All right, Taft. This week we got a release date for the Nintendo Switch.
Okay.
So I went through. Hey, no looking. I see you peeking. I see you peeking, boy. And this week, I decided, you know what? We got this release date. To be honest, I was busy this week, so I made it today. This is kind of the last second quiz. Good luck. I decided to let's look at all the past consoles, and I want you to guess which month they were released.
Oh, that's gonna be hard.
Yeah, this is gonna be kind of hard. I'll be you'll find a pattern though. There is a rather big pattern to this.
Oh, I would imagine. Yeah.
So but to make things a little easier for you, I
Okay.
kind of narrowed it down to there's only 5 months these consoles have been released.
Okay.
November, August, February, March, December, and June.
Okay.
So you can kind of see there's a pattern
Yeah.
there. Okay, so let's start with so I kind of figured we'll do more recent and kind of work our way down.
Okay.
So first one, Xbox One.
Uh,
And I can read the options off to you again if you want.
I'm gonna say June.
June, November.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right. PlayStation 4.
Because the reason I was thinking June is because I bought that one with a lot of my graduation money, and I bought it between the summer between
Maybe you
high
pre-ordered
school.
it.
I didn't. No, I bought the
No?
summer between. I just thought it hadn't. I thought I bought it like right before school started.
Yeah.
Like college started. So I thought it had been out less time. I must have been really far behind.
I got you. All right. All right. PlayStation 4.
PlayStation 4. Read off the ones again.
November, August, February, March, December, and June.
I'm gonna go with August. I feel like that one released
August?
just before.
November again.
Okay, I thought it released just before, but okay.
Okay. All right. All right. Xbox One S.
That just released. So it's either November or December.
November, December. All right. I'm gonna say both those are wrong, but you can
What?
guess again. You can guess again.
Are you serious?
I'm serious. This is a really mean quiz.
Yeah,
this is gonna be great though.
Okay, what are they again?
They are all right. So all right. November, August, February, March, December, June.
I'm gonna go with February. I don't know what.
February, August.
Has it really been that long since that's been released?
Yeah. Well, no. It was announced at E3.
I know,
and
but like since it's been released, like I feel like it hasn't been that long.
it hasn't been that long, but maybe time's going by fast.
Time's gone by really fast.
Yeah, it's a thing. All right. PlayStation 3.
PlayStation 3, February.
Sure.
No.
All right. No. Guess again. Guess again.
March.
No.
I've given up on this one.
All right. Something I noticed.
They've all come out in, like, November.
Xbox One, PlayStation 4, PlayStation
I would imagine,
3.
actually, like, an honest guess on this one, probably November.
It is November.
Because I feel like the big ones are
Xbox 360,
November.
November. Wii U, November.
Yeah.
Xbox, November. Wii, November.
Yeah.
Nintendo DS, PlayStation 1, GameCube, Game
I
Boy.
feel like any of the big ones released in November.
Okay, but okay.
Any of the big consoles were released in
I
November.
half
because
expected this one to fall apart because it's actually a really hard quiz, but it made me want to talk to you about why do you think things release in November?
Because November is just before Christmas time.
Okay.
And it's just enough time for people to buy them that were super excited about them and had the money to buy them right away, sit there and talk them up and get that press out, that free press, and then December comes around for Christmas and people are like, okay, I want one now.
I gotcha. That makes a lot of sense because it's November, December, and then Christmas is in
Exactly.
December. So
That I would say I'm 90% positive that's like the marketing reason why.
that makes sense because you get a release date in E3, which is June, July,
Mm-hmm.
right? And then they release in November. So do you think that it's going to be a problem that the Nintendo Switch releases in March?
Not at all.
Do you think it's going to be competition free?
Not competition free, but
Yeah, because like
Very-
they're already been released.
yeah,
But
like most people who are gonna buy an Xbox, like that are have already bought one. I mean,
Yeah.
there are people, of course, coming of like the age to buy them and coming into stuff. So of course they're gonna sell more. But like the people who are like, yeah, freaking Xbox, that's the only one I want. They've already bought that one. Then they've got it and they're like, maybe I would get something else now. So
do you think maybe Nintendo's nervous about this release?
I don't think they should be.
You don't think they should be, but maybe they were. Xbox announced they were going to release the Xbox One S in August.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think initially Nintendo wanted to release November?
No.
They saw you don't think they were nervous and moved it?
No,
Why is that?
because it's a new Nintendo console.
That's true.
And so the difference between that is I don't think they should be nervous about the Xbox One S is a spin-off of the Xbox One. It's like the Wii U kind of.
Okay. Is that what the S stands for? Spinoff?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
It doesn't stand for slim.
No.
But like it's one of those things for where people who have expendable cash are going to buy that or the Xbox. All right, who already have an Xbox are going to buy that, and the people who don't have an Xbox and we're planning on getting an Xbox, they're just going to buy that instead.
Okay.
Whereas like Nintendo has a very, very core focus. Like their fans are going to buy their stuff.
There is a very
And I don't think that they ever have to really truly worry about a release.
yeah.
Because every serious gamer I've ever met has really damn near started off on a Nintendo console.
Yeah.
Like Nintendo 64 for our generation was our young kid console.
Oh yeah, definitely.
If you're a gamer in our generation, you most likely either had a Nintendo 64 or a GameCube and loved the shit out of both of them.
Oh hell yeah, definitely.
And so I guess maybe the new generation coming about doesn't really have that, and so they might need to be worried about that. But I still feel like the core fans are still there
Yeah.
and still gonna be like, hell yeah, this is a handheld Nintendo console.
Oh yeah.
Like not a handheld gaming system, a handheld console.
That's so. I worry about my grades, and I wonder because I'm in computer science, so we have a lot of nerds in my classes. I can't wait for the day it releases, and I go to class and everyone's playing them.
It's gonna be great.
Okay. Two things are gonna happen. Everybody will be playing it on campus, or nobody will be on campus.
Yeah.
There's no in between.
No.
There's no in between. It's gonna be great. What day is? It's out of curiosity. March 3rd. What day is that?
I don't know.
March 3rd is a Friday. Oh no.
Friday, of course.
Oh no.
That weekend.
I feel sorry for anyone working at GameStop or just a physical retail in general.
Yeah. No, I already told my buddy I'd go to the midnight release with him.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Sounds like a party.
Oh yeah.
That sounds like fun. All right. Let's move on.
What games are we playing?
All right, Taff. What'd you play this week?
A shit ton of Pokemon.
Yeah, I saw you playing it.
A lot.
How is it? You still liking it?
Oh yeah.
Still
I've got. I don't know if I on the last show I had all, but now I currently have all 3 starters.
Yeah, you mentioned that you trade them.
Yeah.
Like people like randomly trade with other people.
Yeah.
I thought that was
I got
really
freaking
weird.
super lucky.
Yeah, I
like
still
I
think
did.
it's
I
weird.
did like Wonder Trade, and I put in some decent stuff because not my best stuff, but like I put in some decent stuff because obviously I don't want to be a dick and put in something bad and get something good. You know what I mean? But or if I get something shitty, I'll trade that one. But I'm like, it's because I got screwed. I'm just screw somebody else.
I got you.
But no, I put in something decent that I already had like 3 of, and I got caught. I think it was a Geodude, and so I put in the Geodude, and got a Rowlet.
What is a Rowlet?
Rowlet is the grass starter.
Oh, nice.
That one's really cool.
That's a nice trade for a Geodude.
Yeah.
I'd take that.
Yeah. And then I did the global trading system, which is a new thing that they added for this one, I believe.
Yeah.
I can search for a specific Pokemon I want
And
get it. But what happened with me was, so you can do this thing called the Pokemon Festival.
okay.
It's kind of like I don't know exactly what it is, but they have little things there, like you can train your Pokemon and certain things. And one of them is a fortune teller. And I went and did my fortune just to see what it is and stuff. And I got it. And it said that I was going to have really good luck in global trading system. So I went there and I typed, and every single Pokemon I typed in I got, regardless of what it was. And they were all level 1.
Okay.
So I'm relatively positive since I got that message that I was getting whatever I asked for
Yeah.
from the system itself, like from the game itself. Because they were all level 1.
Okay.
Some of them didn't know any moves.
Interesting.
Like one of them, I got Poplio, which is the water Pokemon.
Yeah.
He had no moves. He knew Growl. That was it.
That's it.
He didn't know Tackle, which every one of them starts off with.
Yeah.
Did not know Tackle.
I wonder if anyone who's listening who also plays Moon, have you had the same experience? Because I wonder if
Yeah,
this
like
is...
I'm curious about it because I think that's why. Because honestly, I was putting in some shitty Pokemon, like, and people can be like, "There's no reason that somebody was willing to trade a Poplio for a Rata."
Yeah. No, there's not a small subset of gamers who are starting a new game like 8 times in a row just to send them in.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I don't know.
That's really strange. That's really cool though.
I mean, I got the Rowlet. I got a Rowlet from that as well. And so I traded that one, but because it was level 1, so I was like, I'm gonna give somebody a starter, help them out.
Yeah.
And then I ended up later getting the other. That was actually after I got the other Rowlet, so I was like, okay, that's fine.
Okay, I have a question. Are you, like, because there's a lot of, I remember when I played Pokemon, like Ruby, Omega Ruby and all that, I felt like there was a lot of pressure on what starter I picked. And it felt like an important decision, and I was proud of the one I picked.
It is, yeah.
Do you feel like if they handed you the other 2, do you feel disappointed in any way? Like, does it make your decision feel less important or impactful to how you play the game?
Yes and no. Because you have to have an internet connection to do that. So if you don't have a constant internet connection, can't do that. But another one is the fact that I went out trying to do that. Like that wasn't even the first one that I think the first one I tried to get was the Rowlet because I wanted it, and because I needed a good grass type, and so I got it, and I was like, okay, whatever. Probably just got lucky.
Okay.
And I did it with like 2 other Pokemon that I didn't have, and I didn't really care if I had it or not. They were small ones, but each one happened again, and they were both level 1 and only had like Growl. I think one of them had Tackle, and so I was like, okay, wait a second, this is continuously weird. And they did say that I was gonna have good luck. I'm gonna go for Poplio, and I got a Poplio.
Interesting.
And then I went for like some other stuff. I wasn't gonna try and cheat and get like a legendary or anything like that. Just even though that like those were an option to get. Like you can go through and like pick the Pokemon you want to trade for.
Yeah.
And you can get some that are like super hot, like super like later in the game.
I see.
And I was like, I'm not gonna do that just to.
Well, I don't think if the game was giving them to you on purpose, I don't think it'd give you a legendary.
See, it's not. I don't know if it would count as a legendary, but there's just one Pokemon that if you are playing Pokemon Go and you haven't gotten pretty far in the game, I would skip past for like a minute. There's just one Pokemon called Type Null, and he's carried by another person, and you can trade for him on the global trading system. And I'm pretty far in the game and have not gotten him yet, but obviously you can get him if you can trade for him. And he has an evolution that you can get later on, and he's pretty strong. He's like, I think he counts as a legendary or at least a special type.
Yeah.
And so I didn't trade for that one or something like that. You know, like it's a one of a kind. It's a unique one. Like that's the only one that I've seen.
It's not like for Ruby you go on and like, oh, I want a Groudon. Here's a Groudon.
Exactly.
Okay, that makes sense. Do you have the option to select the legendary for your game? Are there legendaries?
Yes, there
are. Okay, there's usually one. Okay.
Yeah. No, but for this game, the legendary, you actually meet the legendary really early on. I'm not gonna say who it is. I'm pretty sure everybody who plays it knows who it is.
Okay.
But you actually meet it really early on. You meet its like first evolution. It has two. The first two evolutions are standard for both games, and then the third evolution for the final one is the one that splits between Sun and Moon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, yeah.
It's also really funny because a lot of them have different types of evolutions depending on what game you have.
Yeah.
And what time you evolve them. Like,
oh wait, what?
Yeah, so one of the very like common ones is a Rockruff, which is a regular just
kind of like a dog kind of thing.
It's a rock dog.
Okay.
Like
all right.
It's
that sounds normal to me.
It's a rock type dog. It's a normal looking dog, but it's a rock type.
Okay.
And you upgrade him. He only has one evolution, and it goes to like a Lycoth or like a rock or something like that. And so when you evolve him in Sun, he goes to that. But if you evolve him at night with Moon,
okay,
he turns into like a totally different Pokemon.
Oh, that's neat.
And then there are other ones like that if you evolve during the day or they get really happy at night, they evolve totally different in Moon.
Yeah.
Than they would if you evolve them during the day on Sun.
Interesting.
It's really cool.
So, okay, let's say you're playing Sun and you evolve something at night when the moon's out.
Yeah.
Does that still have the same effect, or is that like a?
So I've been looking at like the Pokédex kind of thing, and a lot of them say evolve at night with Moon.
Okay. And
or
when it says
during day with Sun.
When it says with Moon, does that mean the game?
Yes,
or does that
that means the game.
Okay, so you can't just like wait a few nights till the moon's a full moon.
Exactly, because you can't really see the moon.
Okay.
And the reason I know that it means the game is because for the legendary that I'm talking about,
yeah,
it says evolve at night with Moon, evolve at during day with Sun.
Okay.
So
I gotcha. That's really cool. I like that. So do you get like each one has two different types, and if you evolve,
not each one, but a lot of them do.
Okay.
It's really cool, yeah.
That's pretty cool. I had a busy week this week actually, and the only thing I've played is I played Heroes of the Storm, because actually this weekend, the weekend from the 13th to the 16th, all the heroes are free. So if you don't play the game very often, get in now, and you can play any hero, and it's really good for like beginners. And I think they're celebrating a Diablo thing, or it's an anniversary, I think. Actually, no, it's open for the HCG, heroic or like hero competitive game or something. There's a big tournament going on. But I was playing StarCraft with a friend last night, and it'd been years since I hopped into that game. StarCraft.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Good old StarCraft. And we played, since I've last played, since Legacy of the Void, they introduced a thing called co-op missions, where they're kind of like, there's random missions. Like we played one where I had to destroy a train, stop it from getting to the other side of the map.
Okay.
I had to defend a temple from waves of enemies. These kind of things. But what you do is that when you select these missions, they limit what units you can use depending on your hero, and you can select different heroes and level those heroes up. And as you level them, you unlock like abilities and buffs for your units.
Okay.
So I thought that was really cool.
That is really cool.
And we played that till late into the night, and that was a lot of fun actually.
That's cool.
So yeah, but I haven't had much time to play. I might play some Hearthstone tomorrow, because actually with the LSU esports team, esports club, we are hosting a hero tavern qualifier. Like it's like officially Blizzard backed.
Really? That's awesome.
Taking official pictures. It's official conquest format. We have to write a report back to Blizzard.
Nice.
Yeah, it's kind of a big deal, and I'm hoping enough people turn out. We need 16 people to compete, or like it's canceled kind of thing. Like everyone can still play and everything, but we need 16 people minimum. So I'm hoping we come out. Anyone who is in the Baton Rouge area, come out tomorrow. So that's a majority of my day tomorrow.
Nice.
Is running a tournament and some good old Hearthstone.
That'll be fun.
Or Pirate Stone at the moment, because everyone's playing goddamn pirates.
What?
Right now the meta is Pirates Shaman. No, I think it's Pirates Warrior, because there's a one card called Patches. He has this mechanic where he gets summoned somehow. Basically, it's super aggressive.
Okay.
And actually, Blizzard said so many people are playing this deck or these pirate cards. If less people don't start playing them, they're gonna start nerfing them.
Dang.
They're like threatened everyone. So yeah, I'm sure we're gonna see some pirates tomorrow. But that's about it. And I've been kind of out of the Hearthstone scene for a while now. I've been kind of focusing on other games and whatnot.
How dare you, Mike?
I know, right? How dare I? What is wrong with me? I'm an animal. And I think it's a show, Taft.
I believe it is.
I love these new microphones.
They're super nice.
They're nice. I can lean back and keep talking. They're directional. They're so nice.
It is.
And shock mounts are beautiful. Look, it's not as bad as it used to be.
Exactly.
So, yeah, new microphones, everyone. I love them. And, yeah. And I think it's a show.
It is.
If you want to contact this here show, you can find us at collegegamershow@gmail.com. Email us. I'm really curious how many people are also getting all the starters from this trading thing. Is Taft a fluke? Is it pay the win? Let us know.
I just get incredibly lucky.
I hope a lot of people are envious right now. Like some skill or
I
something.
got literally every single one of the ones that I asked for.
I hope this is pure luck and everyone's just raging.
And I got them within 5 minutes of asking. Like, I didn't have to wait like a day. I typed it in. I was like, I want this one. I'd go do like a battle, go back, check on it, and I'm like, you got blah blah blah. I'm like, okay.
I'm okay with that. You can find me on Twitter, Blue Cows with a Z, BLUECOWZ. Taft Twitter is
Taft Faust 8.
Sounds good. Facebook page is The College Gamers Podcast. Live stream is on Twitch, same as my Twitter handle. You can find me on YouTube, Mike Gallant, because Google Plus is stupid. And if you enjoy this show, if you get some form of entertainment, find us on iTunes, give us a good review, or wherever you get your podcasts from, and give back a little bit, because hours of work goes into the show every week. And 5-star review is enough to make up for it all. So I think that's it, Taft.
That's a show.
Thank y'all for listening, and we'll catch y'all next week.
Bye-bye.
Later. That didn't play. Let's try that again.
This has been a Blue Cow Radio production. Find more at bluecowradio.com.